What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to this week's first and only episode of the greatest podcast on turf. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Ryan.
We're back. We're going to go through... This was like our first ever episode we recorded, I think. Our first ever podcast. Yeah, our NFL playoff predictions. We're here. We're gonna treat this like our best bets episode, but we're going to go through every game, talk the lines, talk about who we like, and a little bit of reason why. This will be a little... Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. I don't know when you guys are seeing this. If I had to guess, you guys are probably seeing this Thursday. So check out yesterday's NFL Yearly Award Predictions exclusive segment. Be on the lookout for all our YouTube shorts throughout the rest of the week. Follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram has been seeing some growth. I mean, I think we're almost at 250 followers. So yeah, subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Instagram. As always, check out our sponsor, Literally Pizzeria. If you're around the Townsend, Delaware area, stop by Sunday. We'll be there with the whole squad watching football. Come enjoy some drinks if you're 21. Come enjoy some amazing food. Message us on Instagram if you want more details, or click the link to the website in the description. So you can navigate through this episode because my laptop, I don't want to fuck it up because GarageBand's been tweaking. So let's get into it.
We got the Seattle Seahawks traveling to the San Fran 49ers. I was going to say San Fran traveling to San Fran, and it didn't make any sense. So we got the Seattle Seahawks traveling to the San Francisco 49ers. Seattle Seahawks are 10-point dogs. The over-under set at 43. Now, me personally, how do I feel about this? I wouldn't bet this game. I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't really bet a lot of the playoff games. I would just bet the games with short spreads and taking teams that you think will win. That's like the Cowboys game is a game that I would consider betting. The Chargers game, just like the Vikings game, like the short spreads on teams that you think will win. That's what I would do personally because playoffs has like a lot of variables.
Yeah.
But to start off with the Seattle and Niners game, I think it's going to be a 49ers blowout.
Really?
I mean, they're 10-point favorites for a reason.
Earlier in the season, week 2, the Niners won 27-7, and in week 15 when they played, the Niners won 21-13.
Yeah, so both of those damn near covered the 10 points. And, I mean, the Niners have been unstoppable. They have the highest point differential in football. It's like 180. It doesn't really matter the quarterback. The team is going to be full systems go because I'm pretty sure Debo's back.
Yeah.
Kittle has been an absolute monster.
Mm-hmm.
McCaffrey, we all know who McCaffrey is. The defense is still there with Bosa, Fred Warner, and the Seahawks limped in the playoffs. I mean, they shouldn't have got in. Should have been the Packers or
the Packers fucking suck though. Let's talk about that. They're terrible. Poverty franchise. Aaron Rodgers overrated, and the Packers are terrible.
You thought they were going to win?
Because it was I mean, to be fair, it was the Lions, and I mean the Packers should have won the game, but they just suck.
Okay. Back to the playoffs, which is what we're talking about. I think the Niners beat the Seattle Seahawks, and I think it's going to be around the 10 number. I think Vegas is right on this one, but I don't think I would touch it. Give me the Niners.
Hypothetically speaking, you had to touch it. What are you taking?
Hypothetically speaking, and I'm not touching it, but hypothetically speaking,
we are not financial advisors. We are not telling you to pick these games. We are just
I would go with the Niners.
Speaking hypothetically, if we're picking these games, these are the picks we would be picking.
But I'm also saying I would not touch this game.
Yes.
But if I had to, I would take the Niners.
Over under 43. It's probably about right.
What was it, 21-13 on the first or on the second one? And then what was it on the first one?
27-7.
So hit it under both times.
Okay. Me personally,
Niners in the under.
Both QBs' first ever playoff game. I'm pretty sure Gino's never played in a playoff game before. Seattle, I guess, has more experience.
Huh?
Nah, I guess they're probably about the same. I mean, Pete Carroll, yeah, but the rest of the Niners. Me personally, I think the Niners win this one, but in terms of the spread, if I had to pick...
I don't think you're right. Should be forced to pick spreads because that's just spreading false information on the internet.
It's fair, but if I had to choose something in this game, if my life depended on it, I'd probably take the Niners as well. I also do kind of like the under, considering that it hasn't hit either time, so it just has that going for us. So yeah, I like the Niners in this one.
And it might be a blizzard in California, so who knows?
Yeah, you never know.
Next game, another blizzard in Jacksonville. We got the Chargers traveling to the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Chargers are 1-point favorites. Honestly, I kind of think they're a little bit wrong on this one. Mike Williams is questionable, so it's Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen. Traveling to Jacksonville, playoff time. If the weather was cold, I'll be slamming Jacksonville.
Yeah.
However, I do still think that Jacksonville has a pretty good chance to win this.
Is this Saturday or Sunday?
It's Saturday also.
Is Jacksonville JAX or JACKS?
Jesus.
It's JACKS. Saturday in
It's
Jacksonville.
Florida. It ain't going to be that cold.
32 low, 46 high.
Oh, the Chargers are...
Dude.
They're both in Florida. I mean, they're both in warm places. But, I mean, the Jacksonville Jaguars have been they've been the hot team. They've been the momentum team. So, that's usually, kind of what Vegas leans to. Clearly, they didn't in this one because they got the Chargers as favorites who just lost to the damn Broncos in a game that didn't mean nothing. They blew out the Rams. They beat the Colts. They barely beat the Titans. They barely beat the Dolphins. They lost to the Raiders. They barely beat the Cardinals. This is a team that does not impress me at all. I hate both of these teams. So I feel like I should go with the team with momentum and just pick the Jaguars here.
I'm taking the Jags. I really don't think it's close. Jags +1 by it now. Why they're the dogs. It's always been the Jags. They're riding a hot hand. The Chargers suck. The Chargers need a new coach. I'm really confident in the Jags in this one. I will be taking the Jags this week on my parlay. Jags +1. Lock it in. Let's go. Jags +1. That's one of my locks. I have 2 locks of the week this week. It's the Jags +1. Get them while they're favorites. Buy it now. You guys are seeing this Thursday. It's currently Tuesday, January 10th at 8:56 p.m. So these lines could be subject to change, but either way, Jags being favorites or dogs, I'm riding the Jags. I've made a couple bets already with some friends on this game. I'm riding the Jags. I got not a lot of money, but a lot of money to me on the Jags. So I'm rocking with the Jags in this one. I think, like Ryan said, they're riding a hot hand. And the Chargers, like Ryan said, they don't impress me.
Yeah. It's Herbert is really the only guy that... I mean, Eckler's a stud. I don't know. The Chargers are just the Chargers, honestly.
I think it's going to be too cold for the Chargers to hang.
It's also a chance that the Jaguars are the Jaguars. So, I mean, both of those things could be true. However, the Jaguars are the hotter team and at home. So.
The one thing, though, the Chargers do have going for them is that this is their get-back game. They got blown out by the Jags earlier in the season. So this is their get-back game, so they do have that going for them. But I don't really give a shit. I'm taking the Jags.
Next game, we got the Miami Dolphins traveling to Buffalo. I don't even think Tua is going to be cleared.
No. No.
So, give me Buffalo and it ain't close. I'm surprised that this isn't the highest spread.
What is the spread of this game?
9.5.
Really?
9.5.
Huh.
I mean, I respect Mike McDaniel, and some people are saying he should be fired.
That's fucking stupid.
Because he just fell apart at the end of the season. And I do get that, maybe he was out coaching against the Niners and shit. Whatever. It's his first season. But, I mean, he's been going through the ringer. He's another guy that could be a Coach of the Year candidate, dark horse.
I mean, yeah, Tua was one of the best.
He just fell off at the end at the wrong time. But, I mean, if Tua don't play, it's just hard to pick the Dolphins.
Yeah, no, I mean,
if he plays.
Even if Tua plays, the game being in Buffalo, I mean, come on. Buffalo's playing for everything now. The storyline, the NFL script says that the Bills are winning the Super Bowl this year.
I think, didn't Tua beat him in Buffalo?
I think it was earlier in the season, though.
Yeah, I think it was start of the season 2, went to Buffalo and beat them, and then...
This is January.
Oh, okay. They
Buffalo
lost.
Though.
Okay, so they... Hold on.
I hate when it does that shit. It's not even
okay, so they won in Miami.
Okay.
And they lost in Buffalo. They only lost by 3 in Buffalo. I mean, it was a good-ass game.
Yeah.
So they have done pretty good in Buffalo. It's just... it didn't start snowing in the second half, too?
Yeah.
It's just no Tua.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's just kind of a matter of... I think Buffalo is playing for everything right now with what happened to DeMar Hamlin. So glad that he's doing okay. He's out of the hospital, going back to Buffalo, which is amazing. Thank God he's okay. But, I just think Buffalo...
I'm pretty sure he's back in the hospital in Buffalo.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's good he was cleared to go, home, though. So,
you just said he was out of the hospital, so
okay, yeah, I'm sorry, my bad. I didn't want to, be a dickhead. But, no. I just think Buffalo is... I think they're playing for everything, and I think that they're going to stand up in the face of adversity and make a deep playoff run. So I like Buffalo in this one. I know it's not saying much, but Buffalo is still one of my top 2 to go to the Super Bowl this year.
Sure. Next up, we have another great game. We got the Giants traveling to Minnesota to take on the Vikings. Giants are 3-point dogs. Would I be surprised if the Giants beat Minnesota? Absolutely not. No, I would not be surprised.
Not at all.
However, I do think that the Vikings squeeze this one out. It's 3:40, so it's not prime time. I know everybody's going to be watching, but it's, it's still going to be a little bit of daylight outside. They're in the dome, so Kirk Cousins is going to feel a little bit comfortable. Kirk Cousins also has done okay in play. He has won a playoff game before.
You also got to think that this is going to be the only
Was that
game.
Case Keenum?
That was Case Keenum and Diggs.
Shit.
You got to think, though, this is going to be the only game on TV. So, in theory...
Is Kirk Cousins... What is his playoff record?
In theory, this could be considered prime time.
He's 1-3.
Hypothetically speaking, because the fact that this will be the only game on TV. I'm positive it was Case Keenum.
Kirk Cousins beat the Saints in 2020.
That was the COVID year. Yeah, the Minneapolis Miracle was the year that... I think that was the year the Eagles won a Super Bowl.
Where Chicago should have made that damn field goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does show up like not bad. It's just a big ass coincidence that they played the Saints.
Yeah.
Like a year after. So he's 1-3. He lost to San Fran in 2020. I guess that's the year that they lost to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Lost to Green Bay and lost to Seattle. It's better than Daniel Jones' playoff record.
I really hate this game just because I really could see it going either way. But we saw these two teams play a few weeks ago. I think it was Christmas Eve, actually, because I was at the bar. And we saw this game come down to a field goal. Vikings barely pulled it out, but I just think that this time around, I think that the Vikings are just going to try and come out here and just win the football game. I don't know, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm kind of rambling just because I hate this game. I don't want to touch it. I'm not touching this game because it literally could go either way.
Huh. How about this? If you had to, if your life depended on it, then pick a damn spread. You did it to me. It's only right.
Honestly, I'd probably go with the Vikings.
Yep.
If I had to pick, I'd probably go with the Vikings. But me personally, on my parlays with my bank account, I'm not going to touch this game at all.
No.
I mean, the over's 48.5. That just screams under.
Yeah, the only thing, I think it's the highest over this week.
I mean, 48.5, though. I mean, you think 24-24, that's about, I don't know how I feel. I kind of like the over now that I think about it.
It's 27 and...
27-24 covers.
That's, yeah, it's, okay, so it's not that it's 26 and 23 or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like this game at all. I think it could go either way. Kirk Cousins is Kirk Cousins, and he's going to Kirk. It is the only game on TV. I can't stress that enough. So
Kirk Cousins is Kirk Cousins, and he's going to Kirk.
Yeah,
Make that a shirt.
If you know, you know. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, you probably should. But yeah, I don't like this game at all. But if I had to pick, I'm taking the Vikings.
Next game, we got the Baltimore Ravens traveling to Cincy.
Another team that doesn't deserve to be there, the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, when you have 3 extra teams that make it, somebody's got to make it.
Yeah.
The Ravens, when Lamar Jackson plays, they win football games. I don't know how they do it because their offense is absolutely horrible, and so is John Harbaugh, Jim Harbaugh.
I think it's John. I think Jim's Michigan. DeMarcus Robinson is the Ravens receiver one.
Yeah, and they are showing no signs of giving Lamar any help. I like the Bengals in this one.
I really don't think Lamar Jackson's a Raven next year. He'll go to Atlanta or something, and Atlanta will trade their first round pick for him and some other stuff, but. I don't see a world where Lamar Jackson's
is he a free agent
or
no? They could franchise tag him.
They could tag him, but his contract is up, so he will be.
So the Falcons aren't trading for him, right?
What 2017, 18, 19, 21?
Because he's 1 year older than Burrow.
No, he's 20. Lamar was 2018. He was the same year as Baker, Allen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Lamar is a free agent.
Is he? I don't know. Is Lamar? Yeah, I don't know. That's probably something I should know.
I'm pretty sure he is. I could be wrong.
Thanks.
Lamar Jackson, he's number 1 on an early look at top 50 free agents.
Okay, so Lamar Jackson is a free agent. If anything, it'll probably be a tag and trade.
They paid Roquan, so they could tag Lamar potentially. But if he just sits out, then I don't know.
Yeah, the Ravens have done nothing to give him help. The Hollywood Brown experiment failed. They traded him. Yeah, he has Mark Andrews there, but sure. He literally has Deshaun Jackson is playing.
They cut him.
Did they?
Yeah, Everything I've heard is that Lamar has a good relationship with the office, but
I mean, you waited too long. You let Josh Allen get paid. Deshaun Watson set the market. That's just 0 for 2.
you let Kyler get paid.
You let Kyler get paid. That's 0 for 3.
Now you're probably going to end up letting Joe Burrow get paid.
Or Herbert, or Tua, or Hurts. Because they're all, as soon as they lose a playoff game, they're eligible for an extension. Like, as soon as the team season is over, they're eligible.
I think they're already eligible.
I think as a rookie, though, is it not different? If, like, it's a rookie contract? Roquan wasn't on his rookie contract, I don't think.
Oh, so rookie's the thing?
Yeah, because, like, if you're a first-round pick, you get a fifth-year option. The team picks up your fifth-year option.
Are you sure Roquan wasn't on a rookie?
Roquan wasn't drafted the same year Burrow and them. I think Roquan Smith was the Watson Mahomes year draft, I'm pretty sure.
I
don't know. I shouldn't be talking about it if I don't know. But moral of the story, Lamar Jackson won't be a Raven next year. I think the Bengals blow the Ravens out, though. Don't think it's close.
Yeah, especially if Lamar don't play. There's literally no chance if Lamar don't play. Even if he does play.
It's like he hasn't played in how long?
Yeah, Lamar's a baller. I'm not going to disrespect
Yeah, Lamar's a baller, but the Bengals are hot. They got hot at the right time. Their defense has been playing good.
And they're pissed off.
Because, yeah. And Lamar hasn't played in however long. So, I mean, it's just kind of like, damn.
Give me Joe Mixon.
Yup. Wish I had a coin to flip. I have one in my book bag, but I ain't getting up to flip.
Last game. Dallas Cowboys traveling to Tampa.
Hold on, the podcast thing's lagging. Here we go. I'm going to start this one off. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I got 5 words for you. Don't bet against the GOAT. It's always the Bucs. It was the Bucs. It was always the Bucs. Liking Tom Brady in this one. Bucs plus 2.5. My mortal lock of the week. Lock it in. You don't bet against the GOAT in the playoffs. I don't give a shit who he's playing against. I said it 2 years ago when we first started. In this jersey, it's on my main Instagram. I quote, what did I tell Ryan on the podcast? You don't bet against the GOAT. Simple as that. It's the Bucs. It's always been the Bucs. Give me the Bucs being down. Tom Brady has showed signs of aging, how sad it is, and how great he still is. I'm not going to deny that. And Dallas hasn't looked the greatest, especially last week. But thanks. I didn't watch the game. Like, what happened? Like, why were you guys so bad?
No, I watched the Eagles game because that mattered more to us anyway.
It's fair.
I was told, apparently McCarthy said at the start of the game that we're going to watch the Eagles game and then weigh like what they're doing with how we're doing, which you can't win a football game by watching another one.
What a fucking jackass. What a jackass.
Dude, I want Dion. Yes, Tampa can beat us. However, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row. They beat us last year, this year. I still believe in Dak. I know he's had a lot of picks. Just crazy fact. Just a couple of them. You'll love them. Who led the league in interceptions last year?
Trevor.
Matt Stafford, who happened to say it.
Win the Super Bowl.
Dallas Cowboys are also on a trend where they lose a game and then win 4. Just throw it out there. You want to guess the next 4 games? Wild card, divisional, conference, Super Bowl. Listen,
Cowboys going to Cowboy there.
For sure. And they could definitely lose this game. But I like Dallas in this one. Would I bet on this game? No. If I was forced to, I would take Dallas minus 2.5. We're favorites for a reason. Tampa hasn't looked good. I know Tom Brady's a dog. And no, I'm not going to bet on it with this guy that's like smirking over here getting all excited. Because I genuinely know, and I respect Tom Brady enough to where they could blow us out. I'm not an asshole.
I respect it. Your opinion is valid, and so are your feelings.
Yeah, thank you.
It was always the Bucs.
That's the. Listen, they're not winning the Super Bowl,
Jags,
but
Bucs,
I'm not
Super
arguing
Bowl.
it.
If the Jags and Bucs play in the Super Bowl this season, I'll get a tattoo of whoever the winning quarterback is.
Where?
Where do you want me to get it?
Right on the ass cheek.
I want it so somebody could see. Like, I'll put it on my opposite. I'll start that as my other leg sleeve.
You want to put Trevor Lawrence on your leg?
I'm kind of hoping it'll be Tom Brady. That's why I'm like...
You want that man right there on your leg.
I want the guy up top on my leg.
That man right there on your leg.
I wouldn't mind it.
Are you gonna do like the portrait or like a?
Oh no, like a portrait. Like I'll pay.
Like his mugshot.
No, like I'll do like an action shot, like football uniform.
I want to just
no
face.
But like I will pay to get it done by like a specialty artist, so like it looks good. Like,
I mean, it might be a way to get him on the podcast.
I mean, Tom.
Yo, Trevor.
Tom or Trevor. What's up?
I'm not getting a tattoo.
I'm Tom Brady's biggest fan.
Odds to win the Super Bowl. Let's run through that real quick. That'd be cool. Chiefs are the highest at 340.
Plus or minus?
Plus. This is stupid. Shut up. Bills right behind them at plus 400. Eagles and Niners are tied at the 4 spot at plus 520. Bengals 800. Cowboys 1250. Chargers 2200. Tampa Bay $2,600.
So if I put $100
on Tampa, you'd win $2,600.
So if I put $1 million, I would win $26 million.
Huh?
If I put $1 million, I'd win $26 million.
I think so. Sure.
If I put 200,
would you stop just saying numbers?
I'm just trying to think about it.
I'm going to 5,200.
I'm gonna go cash that bet at the casino.
I'm pretty sure you're low. Vikings plus 3,200.
That's my bet. Vikings plus 3,200 to win the Super Bowl. Best bet. Lock it in.
Ravens plus 3,700. Jaguars plus 4,600. Ooh.
2 years from now, if the Jags are plus 4,600 to win the Super Bowl in the playoffs.
Giants plus 5,400. Dolphins plus 7,000.
Damn.
Seattle with the biggest underdogs at 7,500.
Holy shit. Top 2 AFC teams, Buffalo, Cincy. Top 2 NFC teams, Tampa, Philly.
Wow.
Respect to the Chiefs, but
the fact that you don't have my top 2. I don't know how to say this. I
don't have the Niners and Chiefs. Yes.
Okay. Go over there.
Yeah.
Mine's Chiefs and Bills. However, the Bengals, I'm not going to disrespect them. They're a close third. And it could be any of those. It's one of those 3.
Yeah, in the AFC, it's absolutely one of those 3, and I think that the tier break is ridiculous.
The NFC, it's not really a tier break. It's just all shit.
Yeah, and then Philly and San Fran. But I'm just dick riding Tom Brady, so we'll see what happens in February.
NFC, I'll just go with San Fran and Dallas. Piss on it. Who cares? Sure. I could see us beating Philly. I think our hardest game is against Tampa.
Really?
You
think y'all will walk into Philly?
I'm more confident walking into Philly than
some technical difficulties. You're out of your fucking mind.
No,
you would rather walk into Philly in the playoffs. What would that? That would be NFC chip, right? Or would that be like?
It would be NFC, or no, it would be divisional.
You would rather walk up in Philly than walk in Tampa.
Yeah, Dak lost to Philly in 2017. Whatever. I think that was his rookie year.
I didn't realize he was that good against Philly. Damn.
He's 8-3 against Philly.
Damn.
And at Philly, he beat him twice right there in a row. So 1 loss at Philly. So he's 2-1 right now. 2-2. He's 3-2 at Philly, and one of the losses was his rookie season. And it was the last game of the week. Oh, actually, I'm not even going to count that. It was at Philly. He was 4 for 8, so he didn't even play.
Yeah, I'm wrong then. Yeah, I wouldn't want to play Tom Brady either.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, Philly is a crazy place to be, and I'm not going to argue that at all. But Dak is pretty good against Philly. Owns the Eagles, 8-3. So
it's fine because I'll leave it off with
8-3 and one of them don't even count.
I'll leave it off with this. Moral of the story: you don't bet against the GOAT. Do you have any final remarks, closing words, closing arguments?
I wouldn't bet against Dakota Prescott either. You're begging.
I'll throw 100 on it right now.
The fact that I baited you into that.
I'll throw 100 on it right now.
I wouldn't want to take away your life savings.
That's crazy. All right, thank you guys for watching, listening. Don't bet against the GOAT. We'll see you guys on our YouTube short tomorrow.
See ya.
Peace.